Then I still remember in high school at one time, and I'm sorry, probably Russell, you're watching me, or maybe you are or you're not. He every time would come and ask me, how you say this in Arabic, and I swear I would just give him sometimes just random words. They don't even mean anything.
طماطة.
Yeah, like something. Welcome to Podcasty, another episode. Welcome everybody. This is very exciting episode, I guess. So today I do wanna, we have a couple episodes been out, and today is one of the first episodes that we're gonna be introducing our third member. She's finally got some time to be on her own show, and we're gonna welcome Shally. Well, welcome.
Hi. I want to say hello to everyone who's watching us. I know we're probably starting early and no one knows, and we're trying to, act like we have a bunch of people watching us, but I think hopefully in the future that would be a bigger audience that we have.
Absolutely.
So my name is Shally. It's a nickname for sure, but I love to go by it. It's been a couple of years that I'm using it. I'm from Baghdad, Iraq also, just like you guys. I live in the U.S. for a good 10 years now, or 11 years, I'm not sure. Graduated as a software engineer at first, and then a visual effects motion graphic, and I don't work in both.
She's a smart cookie.
No, I just don't work in both. But at the same time, I had my own career for a couple of years as a total different major, and currently, doing this podcast is gonna make us maybe hopefully have a new career. You never know, but yeah, hopefully it's a good start.
Absolutely.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, thank you for being in part of your show.
It's initially yours, but it's okay.
So today, I don't know, we have a lot of topics to talk about, and I think this topic was kind of one of these topics where me and you kind of like, why we don't, So, all right, so the topic would be why cursing in another language sounds less offensive. So why whenever we I know it's a topic, and I think maybe a lot of people don't think it's a topic, but I think we live right now in a world where everybody living in a maybe not everybody living in their own country. A lot of people have migrated to different countries due to a lot of circumstances. It could be a war, it could be I don't know, for a better job, for a better family future, but
especially where we're from.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us outside and had to experience different cultures.
Absolutely.
So I think we are so affected. Maybe some people who live in the States or lived in the same culture forever, they won't feel it as a question of like, why when I hear some other language or even in my language but a different accent, like if I'm Baghdad, someone else cussing in Lebanese, I won't get offensive. Somehow, like it's still
true.
better.
That's true. You're
Yes.
like, that's cute.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he said laughing,
You said lama.
Yeah, and you're fine.
Cute.
Like,
Is
you're
that
fine with it. If it's even worse, like you sometimes laugh. You just laugh.
Yeah.
Egyptians, same thing. But like when you go out of the culture and the different language and you start having to talk in this language.
Right.
Still cussing in this language or saying bad words, it doesn't sound as bad as where are you from. Which is something is weird because at the same time, like you don't want to be a bad person and talking and cussing it that way in any language.
No.
But it I don't know. It's psychologically softer to your ear when you hear it.
Absolutely. And actually, like whenever we moved in here, of course, I grew up here like as a teenager, and I was never around like a bunch of group of, for example, Arabs, where I heard them curse live and like picked it up from them. But it was kind of more of, if I would hear it occasionally, I'm like, ouch, that sounds very kind of harsh to my ears because it's my mother language. But whenever I go around the high school, I mean, I was an average kid. I wouldn't say I was like, like just a super good kid. But, I was just an average teenager. And whenever I hear people, just curse, I'm like, I throw the same words out and it doesn't offend me
as much.
And I'm like, oh, this is school, and it just gets labeled as more school than it's, oh my God. I mean, of course I wouldn't say it around my mom or dad because that would be the end of me, but it would be kind of like around my friends, and
You'll be kicked out for 2 days.
yeah.
Sorry.
We're like, oh, where did you learn this from? But actually, the more we think about it, a lot of things, I think, whenever we say it, but especially cursing. And then the more I grew up, the more I started getting surrounded by people from my own culture, from my own country. And whenever I hear them just occasionally curse, which is very normal, right? Because we do it here in English. It actually offends me. Like I start getting some goosebumps. I'm like, whoa, even though I've been saying the same word in English, but it never feels like that. I think that's just very neat observation,
It is so detailed that we're going through it, and I try to read about like different resources or like see whoever like noticed this. There is some people, but at the same time, I feel like our experience is different when it comes to that part because of the culture that we have. Because maybe you're from a country or a family environment that does not mind you cursing. There's a lot of families are like that, so wherever you go, it doesn't matter. It does not hurt you. Either in your mother language or in the future if you go somewhere else. But for us, because we were so judged about what we say when we were kids in our culture, it's really important to say, to be polite, to not say this and I say that, even if it's like a little bit of, like let's say that I said hmar to someone who's older than me. It's a big deal, like don't call them even in the animal ways.
Yeah.
So I think it's how we grow up learning what should we say and what should we not say, and always be polite, don't say this, don't they say that.
It's not culturally appropriate to be
exactly
talking to our elder people
exactly
like that.
So we grow up, if we hear the adults say it, sometimes it's fine and we're gonna go laugh at with our parents like, oh, we heard her saying this, and they will yell at you like, don't repeat it, but again, it depends on the family. But that doesn't mean, by the way, that there's families in my home country that are not comfortable cussing all the time.
There are, but they're very rare.
But there is.
Or like their upbringing was very different than the average, for example, Iraqi household upbringing.
No, absolutely. I mean, I just want to make sure that everyone knows. It's not like we're angels. It's more of like...
I put it out there. Like in high school, you wouldn't want to be friends with me.
So like there is a lot of families who doesn't mind it, or they use words that usually in public they are inappropriate, but you see them use it and they're fine, and they will explain like why it's fine, so it's not just culture, it's not just religion, it's everything, and how you grew up and how you want to use these, and with who, maybe with your friends, with your close friends, even though like with Noor or Baha, I don't think you ever heard me cussing in a really bad way. Like to the level of shit, and that would be it. Like nothing after shit would be something that I would say with you. But I had friends who are comfortable, if they're so close to me, they will be cussing in a really bad words. So
it's so funny because at my work, I feel like at one point, because, I just took cursing to another level. Like I even get pretty creative with it sometimes at work. You get just very, upset or mad regarding different things. And I had this one coworker that works with me, super, super polite, super nice. And every time I say, for example, like, what the f***, just like things like, what the f***, like at work, he never says that. And the one time he says, what the fridge? Like we start substituting. And I'm like, it's just f***. Like we can say, what the f***? Like why are you saying, what the fridge? And then, like there's just so much substitutions to the point I was like, maybe it's because this is his native language, so that word is quite heavy
on his ear,
on him. So whenever I'm saying it, it's probably he's like, oh, okay.
Just I'm
using it very loosely,
just like the
he's
term
like, it's what the fridge. And I'm like, oh,
just like the term hate, by the way. I did not discover that the word, like, I cannot say I hate you, and it's that huge until I came here.
Yes.
Like, back home, it's fine to say I hate you, you know?
Yeah.
Here, it's like, this is a big thing.
It's
like,
like,
don't
do you
say you
hate?
hate. Like,
Yeah.
hate is a big word.
Yeah.
So it is the difference of, I don't know, translation or how we think about the words back home versus here.
And you know, it's so funny when Americans, like, even in school, they ask us, teach me a curse word. And I'm like, like, I really can't tell you. I really can't tell you what I can teach you. Just say how to say, like, mother, like something like that. And I'm like,
that's really
I
like,
can't really translate this. And then I still remember in high school at one time, and I'm sorry, probably Russell, you're watching me, or maybe you are, or you're not. He every time would come and ask me, how you say this in Arabic, and I swear I would just give him sometimes just random words. They don't even mean anything.
Tamata.
Yeah, like something, like something, or just say, like, I don't know, qism, like, I don't know, like something, and he goes screams it in the hallways,
and he
I'm
thinks
like,
it's a bad word.
Yeah, but my observation today, he was using it very freely because he had the freedom knowing people don't know how to translate it to what, and I think the layer of translation to our own language. For example, whenever we curse in English, there's a layer of translation till it hits our emotional, I don't know, amygdala,
like, till we
our
realize
brain, right?
basically what we said.
Yeah. So it kind of, by the time that happens, we already have said it and we already passed on and we already moved. So I think there's that layer there because honestly, even when Americans, we teach them like curse words because that's the first thing in any language. If you meet somebody that's German, they're like, how you say this?
How do you
in
say
Arabic?
this? Yeah.
And we ask German people, like we do that too.
I don't know why.
Because there's freedom of us being not from that.
Yeah, so we can say even bad stuff and no one gonna judge us because guess what? I just picked
I'm
it
not
up.
from here. Somebody taught me.
Yeah.
So I think that freedom comes with it.
So basically you're saying that we don't like to blame ourselves when we say it, which is the human nature. You usually don't want to blame yourself.
Yes.
And that's part of it. It's like, I'm foreign here. I can do whatever and no one going to blame me. Yeah. It's just basically the blame
I'll go back
you're
to
going to
Middle
feel.
East. What are you talking about? I'm not from here.
It is, yeah. But yeah, it's a blame game too. I think that's part of it too. Also, do you curse when you're here in English in front of your parents, for example?
Yes.
Right? See?
Yes, I do. And my mom and dad know it's bad, but at the same time, the response to it isn't as
it's not
bad.
as bad. Yeah, that's
like
the
my
weirdest
mom be like,
thing too.
okay, like, come on, like, cut it off, but it wouldn't be like, we never raised you like this. That wouldn't be the conversation I'll be having. If I say it in Arabic, I'm gonna be having a seat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, okay, we never raised you like this. What happened? But if in English, mom's like, oh, come on, clean up the attitude, you know, like that's all I would get. But
no, like you will get that like side smile, like you're like we're sitting here, like dear Balich, don't say this. But like for me, in my experience, one time I was driving, and I don't know who like literally jumped in front of me, and I had my dad and my stepmom and I don't know,
that
probably
was
my
here
aunt.
in the US.
Yeah, and I cussed in English, and they started laughing, and I'm like, okay, so I can cuss right now as much as I can.
It's cool.
Or let me just do it. But yeah, you don't get like that reaction, that hard reaction, versus when you get it in Arabic.
Also, I do want to add that music-wise, right? So I grew up in a high school that a lot of like rappers graduated from and stuff like that. There's a lot of trap music, and I think, culturally, and I believe a lot of the countries, I think USA is one of the country that uses these, like these big curse words or bad words or negative words, and there's songs very lightly, very loosely. So I think us memorizing these songs, like kind of jamming to it, it becomes somewhat socially acceptable. It becomes very normal. Like I sang it in the song. I can say it outside. People sing along with you that song, and it's kind of like, I don't know, gives it some level of normalcy.
It's the US media.
I think that's what it is, and I think come on, like our music.
Because by the way, I don't see
poetry, and it's
I don't see it only in USA people are cussing freely because it's their country.
Even
and they're
German
using-
music, like my brother introduced me to a couple German rappers, and there's now rappers in every culture, even in Middle East, and they use bad words, and it started just recently, but that just happened very recent, like probably within the past 2 to 3 years. That wasn't even existing, like, and the ones that do it, they have their own audience. It's not like the entire Middle East listen to them, like they're very niched audience. So I think, but here it's kind of like it's pop culture,
Yeah.
you know, and that's kind of like everybody uses these words very, like Eminem says this, Snoop Dogg, like this is, I like these people, and so I'm gonna just be as cool as them because I see them cool like that.
And for the part that the U.S. media works around the world,
Yeah.
which you feel every time you leave USA and you see how much people outside the USA knows about it without
Yeah.
you saying anything, like the last trains, the whatever last sentence someone from a movie said. And I think that's part of it. That's why cussing in English in general is not bad. Like if you go to an Arabic country right now who are like modernized,
Yeah.
right? You'll see the young generation cuss in English.
Yeah.
Fine.
Fine.
No one cares, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's how, what's the effect and how huge is the effect
Yeah.
that the US media give, because you watch it in movies,
Yeah.
you watch it, you just listen to it to music, just like you said.
Yeah.
So
But
that's the powerful of media. And how did it make the cussing in this specific English, for example, language,
yeah.
is that easy for everyone?
And also, I do want to add something else. Whenever kind of movies get translated in Arabic, it's kind of the translation. Like, let's just say, why don't we use our Arabic curse word very loosely? They don't really translate it verbatim. They translate it, for example, like for example, like it's gonna be like, to the level of like F you, it's gonna be like damn it translation. So we're
like on NBC.
But in Arabic the damn it would be, so we're sitting there, we're reading translation, we don't speak English very very fluently, we don't speak it like that, but even the translation of it, we hear it, but we don't know it's that bad, because the translation to us in Arabic, it's not really what it is.
You know what's funny?
Because they're keeping the culture kind of, they keeping these habits kind of to not break in our society that easily, so everybody can just use these words.
I think, you know what's funny though, on NBC, mentioning in that you is damn it. As a translation.
Yeah, I think so.
Motherfucker is motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. Which is weird. Like, I always say this is actually stronger, but this is translated in Arabic as literally motherfucker.
So,
But I think they put stars or something, but it obviously, like,
but
was
what
the
is
translation?
what is it equivalent to in Arabic? I'm just curious.
I can't. Not on camera, but I'll tell you behind.
That's another
I'll
example.
tell you behind the scene. But they usually
Text me. Just
no, but they usually always confuse me. It's like, so you don't want to translate "f you" as "f you," but you want to translate "motherfucker" fine. You know, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, tabban lek, which is so easy. Like tabban lek, you know, like it's fine.
The translator, you're wanted. What are you doing? Who paid this person?
No, but it's part of, like, I think they want to make it family always, just like the scenes when it comes to romantic or kissing scenes. It's usually cut to a limit. Yani, you can see them kissing at first, and if they go like a little bit a 1 inch level up, you get be cut.
For example, I watched the movie Titanic when I was young.
Yeah, half hour is gone. The half hour is gone from the movie.
I watched it when I was young, and I was in Baghdad. I think I was with like my grandparents' house. We all watched it. Like, it was a pretty like family oriented movie.
You'd think.
In my country.
Yeah.
Then coming back here, and I think it was about to graduate high school, and I said, you know what? It's one of these movies, it's classic. Let me just put it on. And I think at the time I was like 17 or 18. I put it on, and I almost choked. You know? I was like, where was this part? And first I thought like my uncle or whoever like skipped it, but no, it was just cut. The whole portion of the intimacy part, it was just gone.
Yeah, there's movies not worth it for them to to
which I respect that.
to podcast
That's
because
probably my opinion, but I do respect what do they call them? The people that oversee these
like regulations,
regulations.
basically, which is different in every.
I do.
It's kind of different in every Arabic country in our culture,
Yeah.
but the main goal would be like there's a red lines you cannot pass.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your channel will be
Yeah.
sued or whatever because you
Yeah.
just
You know, like if you want to see the movies, like, you know, without any cuts or anything, I feel like people can just go buy it online or watch it. But whenever it's a TV and TV is kind of put in an area where there's a lot of kids and there's a lot of family members and, you know, older people and people that you might not want to be in awkwardness with them while they're around. Like if I'm sitting down and then your dad comes in and you're like, the remote, where is it?
and
Like,
it's always that.
you know,
which
but
people
here
a lot of
it's
time
a
make
struggle.
memes about it. Like
Yeah.
it will be like a toothpaste advertisement. The minute they walk in, someone's kissing. All of a sudden, you know, like you don't know what it is. But back to the custom part.
Yes.
So technically, our generation,
Mhm.
not the 2000s,
Mhm.
but I think our generation did not know how to cuss or understood the cussing words
No.
growing up until we're like I think 17 or 18,
Mhm.
because we didn't have internet at a time.
Mhm.
We can hear music, but most of the time we hear like what Backstreet Boys, like probably the worst song.
But even in music in the US,
It was different.
it was different.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of rap.
Like whenever we had.
we as like we did not have the rap music
Mhm.
that popular back in the days.
No.
It was more of like a Backstreet Boys and Blue and
Yeah, but even here, like it was soul, it was the R&B. Like these music were very like loving. And I love
little
you.
bit
and you
clean,
love
yeah,
me.
not
It was
like,
nice. But and then
if I see you,
yeah, no, they
Like that.
got all to, you know, like Tupac, and I mean Tupac was nice too. But from there, it just kind of progressed into
yeah.
to I don't know, what do you call it today, trap music or
See, like, and then that's the thing. So, like, literally till we were 17, and our age,
Mhm.
17, 18, we don't know how to cuss in English.
no.
And even if we hear it on TV, it doesn't mean anything because the translation does
I
not
don't
make
think
sense.
we needed it to express how we felt. Like we had the words, we had the substitutions, like as you mentioned, like it's like zmale, like what the hell?
Yeah, like, but
like
the,
we
but
had these words,
Yeah.
you know, and I didn't feel I needed another word to show my anger. Like, does that make sense? Like I didn't need.
probably because at that time we did not.
We used to fight. Like we were very physical.
No, but like at that time, basically, you did not need it because you're currently not using the language daily.
True.
You know, but when you came here,
Yeah.
you start using this language every day, so you have to pick up even the bad words, and
Yeah.
you go from here, right?
Yeah.
But again, like the minute internet came into our life, which in my age I was what 13 or 12, 13, like maximum.
Yeah.
And that's a good time for me to not listen to a lot of bad words when I was younger and
Mhm.
understand that I cannot say it in front of other
Yeah.
people. I cannot really cross a line. So I think it's good. Like if you
Mhm.
want to teach your kids that this is a bad word because they have to know it. You don't want to like just tell them never hear it.
Yeah.
Actually let them know it and that's it. But I think as of an age, like whenever they are like after 10 years
Mhm.
old, it's good to make them start listening to it and know what exactly and how bad it means and why it's bad.
I'll just let them find out. I'm not gonna be the parent that's like.
I mean, I'm
"Here's
not gonna
this,"
sit my
because-
child and be like, say this word, say this word.
but I
No,
feel like I don't want them to. I want them to come to me with questions and like I'll explain it, but I don't want to be the one to be like, "This is it." And if you
yeah,
don't
no.
know, this is-
But like, if they're like 7 years old,
Mhm.
and as of word today, I'm sure it happened because
Mhm.
from younger age, because there's the internet and videos and schools and everything. If he's literally 7 or 6 years old and come and cuss you
yeah.
in the house, you don't want to have talk with him
Mhm.
and tell him why. Probably he's not gonna understand.
Shout out to my brother because he used to think "thank you" was a curse language.
For real?
Yeah, when he was 4.
Who's that?
Huh?
Which one is that?
Hassuni.
Hassuni? Yeah. So like today
It's like,
media.
"Shukran."
Yeah, today media is hard
Yeah.
to control when it comes to kids.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying, like, if I have kids, probably like it used to be from 10 years old or something, I would have that conversation to like not say this word. But today's probably like they're 4, and I'll have to start,
Yeah.
you know, like pull them out of the social media and like tell them what's good and bad. Not make them just freely say it so they don't get used to it.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, discipline is a huge part of it too. Like, you gotta make sure to, I mean, we got whipped for looking at our parents in a different way. I think that just plays a big part of it, but it is cursing in a different language is just different because it's not your native language, and this is just not your culture, and there's less judgment. Let's just put it there. There's less judgment there, and you just feel like you have this whole space to be in this language using every single word, because the only people that speaks your own mother language is like 4 or 5 around you, but then you have this whole space that you can just say whatever, you know, and you can just be American, right? I mean, of course, we're not like kind of advertising for you to go cuss and do all
They
that.
usually ask you if you know how to cuss before they give you a citizenship. So be American.
Top 3 curse words. But I think it's so funny because it got to a point where the more people I work, like, you know, the people I work with, I got very deep into learning that Southern people have different curse words than the people, Northern people, and
Than
it's
Westerns.
dip into their culture, and I'm like, okay, this is very deep. Maybe I need to take a step back because I'm learning a lot, and every day I come in and be like, Bah, have you heard this word? And Bah goes like, you need to stop.
Bringing back words to the house.
Words to the house. Like, it's cool and people don't understand them, but I think there's just that freedom to, this is not your language, so whatever you do is, it's like going over somebody else's house and messing everything and leaving because you don't have to clean it.
Yeah.
It's literally like that.
Now, my question would be,
Mm-hmm.
for all my Lebanese people who are watching us, it's in their culture, it's really normal to cuss like
Super.
deeply. You like not normal cussing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like young or old or whatever, you hear it in the street and it's
Right.
fine. Where did that come from? Like, were they like this? I don't think like in the 70s or
From
whatever.
my observation.
Or is it fine in their culture, even though it's Arabic at the end of the day? And they're, I don't want to say they're Arabs. They're not all Arabs, but like why it's okay in Lebanon, but it's not okay in Syria. It's not okay in Jordan, you know, and Iraq. What?
I mean, that's a really good question, but to answer it, and probably you guys feel free to answer because she's the one that's kind of with the question in the comment section. Just let us know what is the feedback there. But I think they were kind of, you know, occupied for a little bit by a French.
The French, yeah.
And I think in their language when they speak, it sounds very fancy and it sounds like they use a lot of French words, and in their own language I think they have so much from a foreign language, not their mother language.
Yeah.
And I think that mix creates a very foreign.
And also the accent helped.
Yeah.
Like the Lebanese accent does help.
Yeah.
Like cussing in the Iraqi way, it's really heavy.
Yeah.
It does I don't know if it's just us, but cussing in, it's like I want to like stop everything around me. But in Lebanese, it's like it's softer because the accent
like
is
cute.
softer. Yeah, it's like, oh, he said this, you know, like. But at the same time, it's still cussing. But it's the accent, it's the way they say it. It's
So there is I just want to share this really quick. There is like a data from Harvard Science article. It says that when you hear swear words, your amygdala is highly activated, which is a negative emotional response, and suggests that producing swear words is highly associated with the limbic system and emotions as well.
This is so complicated.
Yes, so basically he's saying that because, I mean, there's no evidence to this, but in second language, like swear words don't have the same emotional connection in the brain as a native language.
True.
And that just makes a whole lot of sense, because let me bring it to this other point. saying I love you, it doesn't have the same connection as saying أحبك.
Which one you prefer? No, I don't know which one is the good, which one is the bad.
I can say I love you all day.
Oh, it's easy.
Easy.
It's easier, yeah.
But
it's
whenever
lighter.
you say it in your own language,
It's like you really mean it.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I
So
never thought
it's
about
not
it that way.
only the bad words, which that's our topic, but I think just from observation, even saying anything
makes
worth
sense
of
why
appreciation.
Which makes sense why we still fall for Arabs. Because they use أحبك and stuff like that,
ooh,
and it may make you feel it.
Because you get very attached.
But when it comes to like someone in English saying I love you, I'd be like, I love you too. Just
Peace.
walk in.
See
Yeah,
you
exactly.
tomorrow. Nice coffee. Cool pants. Where did you get it from? There's just no connection.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not sticking.
No, it does
doesn't
not hit
stick.
you inside.
No.
It just
But I
everyone
think
say
it's the same thing, you know. Even when we, like recently, I love writing so much, and I love reading poetry in English, and I love anything has to do with lit. I just like it. But whenever it's in Arabic, it's the way it looks, the way the poetry runs, the way these words, the depth of the words. It's just a whole different thing.
we have a bigger variety of way to express our feelings in Arabic,
and the sounds of it too.
Absolutely.
Which there's a whole study about the tones and how they come out. But I think we have a lot of oomph in how we speak in our letters and everything. Like saying like we miss you. We say مشتاقي لك. Like that's just a whole different whole set of, you know, like
I can pull a sentence and I will tell you say it in Fusha, like in the formal Arabic way. Do they call it formal? Fusha, right?
Yeah.
And in Iraqi way.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
that
slang.
by itself will make a difference in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fusha and formal, you feel like that person is way serious when they're saying it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they mean it. In the Iraqi way, you feel like they just want to play with you. No. Sometimes they mean it. But at the same time, it's the Fusha is even like a tougher to your ear. And it hit your emotions even deeper. And that's why we love Kalm Sahar Qasaid. When we hear it, it's like, oh, he said this, you know,
it's like very like wow.
So like formal and strong word like they use. But
it's very dreamy and very fairy tale and very I don't know. I do like the Arabic language a lot, but I think reading that article from Harvard, it just made a whole lot of sense. We are more emotionally connected to our native language than a second language. So if you learn a third language, a fourth language, it's going to be the same thing. If it's a bad word or even a good word, like we say, thanks for being here. And then you go like, okay, you're welcome. But in Arabic, it's like, shukran. Like, it's just by itself. And you're like, wow, kafwan.
In Iraqi way, it would be like a half hour thank you. Like, shukran على جيتك والله ما قصرين. You know, at the door, bye.
سلم لي على أبوك, سلم لي على
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's so much.
By the way, I think we know how to express our feelings, if it's anger or whatever, if we want to cuss or whatever, in a better way than they do in the English talkative people, because we have a bigger vocabulary.
I think
we have a lot of words we can use in the good, in the bad, in the anger. While here I feel like I'm limited, or otherwise I'll start talking Shakespearean.
And there's a lot of vocabulary, by the way, we still don't know in English. I just think it's the daily.
But like if you go a level up with your like word choice, you're gonna go like you feel like you're talking in Shakespearean way.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Right? And so I was like, oh, who knows what I'm saying, right? So, but in Arabic, it's different. It's the variety.
Cuss or not to cuss?
That is the question. No, do not cuss.
Yeah, don't do it. But just like a little fact. I think it was kind of very funny to kind of share. And
I mean, it's a startup episode for me. I wanted to get used to the lighting, to the camera, to Baha. No, I always use Baha. To like sitting literally here on the chair.
Yeah. How you like the chairs?
It's pretty comfortable. I like that part though.
Yeah,
this is so comfy. Yeah. But it's nice to be here, honestly, and hopefully we can record a bigger episode when it comes to the subject.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, probably we have a really heavy subjects coming up, especially when
Yes.
it comes to women's and cultures in our back home, different cultures basically, and how they are treated. A lot of different episodes should be coming up soon.
Politics. We're kind of a little of everything. So this is gonna be kind of your house podcast where you just sit
Cooking and washing dishes and listening to us.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
absolutely. And I do wanna kind of, maybe I'll give it to you. Do you wanna give any interaction questions to your audience? Any
For
question?
me?
Yeah.
Not yet. They. I don't think someone
Like
gonna be
based on the
interested from the
topic.
same day, but no, based on the topic, I have a question for the Lebanese. Definitely, I would like them to know. I would like to know, like, do your parents cuss in front of you normally, usually when you grow up? So that's why you feel like it's normal.
That's a good question. 'Cause
Or
I
is it
wonder
just
too.
the environment, or what is it like?
Maybe it's the society.
Like someone, like, if they know, it would be a good thing.
I do have a question as well.
Yeah.
I do want to ask everybody that if you're speaking a second language, are you emotionally connected to, saying curses or love words the same way it's your native language? If so, how so, and why, if not?
Yeah.
That would be my question.
Just share these stuff with us and ask any questions about the episodes or the show if you're interested.
Follow us.
And yes,
Please.
follow us. We start having social media and we're going to have us on Spotify. What else?
We're going to be everywhere.
Apple, you said, Baha? So we're going to have Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
Wow.
Yeah, these all we should be on, hopefully soon.
Like I have no idea.
But yeah, we'll see you. Thank you for tuning up.
Yeah, that was amazing.
All right.
Ciao.
See you guys. Bye.